All right, first and foremost, and now go Chargers, go. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Chargers, taking care of business in prime time, taking down the Pittsburgh Steelers in an absolute ass whooping. 25-10 was truly not the story of the game. It might as well have been 45-3 as it pertains to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what? We deserved and earned this ass whipping. It's truly a kicking ass that we needed. Not that we're going to be able to recover from this. No, we need to lose games like this because I need you guys to feel how trash and mediocre of a franchise and organization we happen to be. There's folks who really thought, oh man, the bullies are getting bullied. Since when have we been bullies? This is the identity of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Roll over on our backs. We're in missionary position. Every single week, we line up to go and play football. Why is it every time it's a 3rd and long situation, you feel more afraid than you would if it's a 3rd and 1 when our defense is on the field? But let's not even get to the defense, really, because the defense, for all intents and purposes, actually came out here and did their job. Back-to-back weeks, the defense actually played decent because with the exception of one drive, the defense really didn't give up that much. I'll say this much for Pittsburgh. Hey, Joey Porter and also Kyle Duggar, I know you're new to the team. Do me a favor. Go and see Saw, the movie. Because you saw, remember in the movie, the first one where they had the person who had their foot, it was cuffed up, and she had to go and use the saw to cut off her legs. Maybe you guys would be much better with nubs on the ends of your forearms than hands because you clearly don't know how to use them. Joey Porter looked a football straight into his gloves with adhesive, but for whatever reason, mans can't catch the football. Kyle Duggar, welcome to the team. Ball ricocheted off the hands of Ladd McConkey, I believe, right into your palms. You can't catch the football. How long you guys been playing football? Not professionally, just football, period. What's the first thing you learn when you play football? How to catch the ball. How to catch the ball. But you guys don't know how to do that. You've got digits, 10 digits. You don't know how to use either one of them. If your hands were phones, you would never make a phone call because you don't know how to utilize digits. Y'all are pathetic. Catch the fucking football. We probably lead the league in the most drop picks this season. I don't know if there's a statistic that's out there, if somebody's been keeping track, but I can almost guarantee nobody's dropped more interceptions than the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. We are absolutely atrocious. Now, outside of that, defense actually did okay. Because outside of the moments in which they had a short field by way of a turnover or something of that nature, you only allowed them to go out there and kick field goals or possibly punt the football. We did all right through the first 45 minutes for all intents and purposes, and then of course in the fourth quarter it was already out of hand. Offensively, we are god-awful. There is no speculation whatsoever. You made the trade to go and get DK Metcalf. Clearly, for whatever reason, Pittsburgh seems to think this man is with the Justin Jefferson, is with the Jamar Chases, is with the Devontae Adams, is with everybody who's at the top of the league, but that's not the case. Is he a great receiver? No, he's a very good one. Very good, not quite great. I don't know why the fuck we can't seem to get anybody else involved. Oh, maybe because nobody can get open. Calvin Austin, you're supposed to be receiver number 2, your hands just for decoration as well. It's time to go catch a football. You trying to turn your hands over. It looks like you trying to be a little kid. 6'7", 6'7". That's you. That's you going for a football. 6'7", 6'7". You can't catch the goddamn ball. This is ridiculous. We need to start having some form of disciplinary action when people step on the field, they don't do their job. Coaches included. I would like to see barbers on the sideline expeditiously. You drop a pass, remember the Titans, you run a mile. You get your hair shaved bald. And if you're bald, we cut off your skin. Because y'all can't play football, period. Ridiculous. We had 12 drives on offense. 12 in this game. You know only 3 of those drives eclipsed 4 plays? We had the football for, 50 total plays? The Chargers ran 69 total plays. Nice. They were sexually assaulting us every time they had the football. And for whatever reason, the Pittsburgh Steelers liked it because we could not move the ball whatsoever. We're 0 of 7? 0 of 8? 0 of 9 on 3rd down? We might have converted one on the late drives, but did it even matter? Of course not, because the game was already over. Offensively, we can't produce anything. Jaylen Warren was the only person playing football for the offense today. The only one. The run game is absolutely embarrassing. The pass game is even worse. Aaron Rodgers, outstanding. What? Girl, you knocked me out. You look like you're washed. The Gap Band comes out and performs every time you go to throw the football. This man had 3 plays in the red zone. Atrocious play call. You looked like Russell Wilson last year. Absolutely lost. You changed the play on 2nd down. You have to throw the ball into the ground because nobody's there. 3rd down, you overthrew Gainwell for absolutely no reason. 4th down, you try to go and throw it to DK Metcalf. Tight coverage. All we need is a 1st down. It's 4 and 6. Just wait for Primetime to run his route completely over the middle to where you can go and make a play. We scored on the 3rd and 18 over the middle with Pat Fryermuth. How about we try to go and play towards the sticks rather than always trying to go for it all? Can we play like we're smart? You're 41 years old. Maybe you didn't take enough time this game. You didn't travel through TSA to make it all the way to Los Angeles and take a bump of the 14 grams of crack that evidently aids you in playing football. Because when you're not high, you're garbage. We can't do nothing offensive. We can't protect the quarterback. We can't run the football. We can't throw the football. And in special teams, we don't know what we're doing. We're a terrible football team. And it starts at the top. This whole coaching staff got to get wiped. There's no attitude. There's no passion. There's no vision. There's no aggression. There's no form of motherfucking team spirit in this football team whatsoever. There's no attitude. The mystique is gone. Troy Polamalu was watching in the stands. I'm 100% sure he left before halftime. And I would leave too. There's no reason to have anybody who's wearing the black and yellow, the black and gold, ever want to return back and represent the team because they are a shell of what this team used to be. It is horrid that we step out 3 times in prime time and get destroyed and lose every single time in embarrassing fashion. The Packers picked us apart. The Bengals picked us apart. The Chargers pick us apart. And guess what? You're not supposed to be looking over at other teams, work, right? You're not supposed to be looking over at what's going on other places in the AFC North. But let me tell you something right now. Hey, the Ravens are only a game behind you. It's the same old scenario that we saw last year, that we've seen in the past. You've got a multiple game lead in the division, opportunity not to run away with it, but at least create space. And what do? You fail. You stumble. You suffocate under the pressure of being able to go and carry the division because you're mediocre. Last week, fluke. It took 6 turnovers to win by 7 points. And the games in which we don't get takeaways, we look god-awful. Absolutely abysmal. And this is exactly where we are. Remember before the season started, when people were asking me, oh, Adonis, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers coming? Adonis, what do you think about DK Metcalf getting traded to you guys? Adonis, what do you think about getting Jalen Ramsey? Adonis, what do you think about having the most highest paid defense? It really don't matter because I know exactly what we're going to see Sunday after Sunday, Monday after Monday, Thursday after Thursday. Mediocre football, because that's what the Pittsburgh Steelers is now. Mediocre. I said time and time again, the Tomlinisms aren't registering anymore in the locker room, period. There needs to be a change from top to bottom. I'd even argue ownership got to change. Something's got to move because what we got in that organization, what we got in that building, clearly isn't built to win. Because every single year, every single week, it's the exact same output. You lose games the exact same way. And I said this before in the past. You want to know why it's so incredibly frustrating for those of us who've watched every game over the course of the last 8 years? Because 2018 up until now, it's been the same story. Even in 2020, when we started 11-0, it was the same thing. You bank on these spectacular splash plays to put you in a position to possibly win the game, and you just survive. If football was 6 quarters, I can guarantee you the Pittsburgh Steelers would probably have the worst record in the league. And if not the worst, we would be sitting in the bottom fourth. I can almost guarantee you, because we don't win games, we simply survive. And if it was a longer period of time, we would lose the vast majority of the games that we won. Because anybody who's been watching this team for the last 8 years, it's been the same story. All we do is hover just slightly above 500. And the only anomaly that we had in that time frame, we lost the last 5 games, and when we started undefeated, we lost 5 of our last 6 and then got eliminated. It's the same story week after week. The same thing. Even when we win, is it really a win in which you could poke your chest out and be on, hey man, I'm a Steelers fan. Woohoo, look at us. We're taking care of the league. No, we're not. We're mediocre. And we're going to continue to be mediocre. So as far as I'm concerned, on the flight back, I better not see a smile. Better not see a social media post. Y'all better go 0 dark 30 like LeBron did in the 2010s on social media. I don't want to see a single post. I don't want to see a smile. I don't want to see a goddamn thing. You want to give back to charity? You might as well take that doggone money out and put it back in your account, because y'all the motherfuckers who the less fortunate. Because every single week, you step onto the field and you embarrass yourself. And above all else, you embarrass all of the fans. Because as far as I'm concerned, you can put fans on the field, and we may not be able to play at the professional level, but hell, you got us a little convinced that maybe we can. Because y'all don't look like professionals on the football field. I'll always give respect to the opponents because they getting paid too. But the way y'all go out there and y'all play, it is incredibly, incredibly disrespectful to the dreams that you guys thought y'all were gonna go and live out when you made it to this point. At one point, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and say, what the fuck is it about? What is this about? Are you ready to play football or not? Because the way y'all playing, it don't look like y'all out here to play football. Y'all just out there to go and collect the check. And if that's going to be the case, just let us know so we ain't got to go and cheer on Sundays, period. Pittsburgh travels better than any other team in the NFL. We might as well keep our money in our pockets and stop tuning the fuck in if this is going to be the goddamn output that we going to see every single week. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. You should be disgusted. There should be no situation in which motherfuckers is smiling, man, we gonna get them next week. No, because we lose every single game the exact same way. This was the kick in the ass that y'all needed. And I would hope that would cause a change. But have you ever given us a reason in recent years to give us a reason to believe that there could possibly be a change? I don't know. So as always, we lose. And hey, as all those AI edits are saying, we on track for 9-8. 10-7, baby. Woo! We right on track to get to 500, baby. Let's go. Because that's all that matters, right? Ridiculous. Steelers on 3, what the fuck on 6? 1, 2, 3, Steelers. 4, 5, 6, what the fuck? I'm going to sleep. Well, I would say y'all should get some sleep too. But look like y'all haven't been awake since 2017. YouTube family, do me a favor and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also hit that like button as well, because it really helps push the video out into the YouTube algorithm so that more people can come and see the content. Furthermore, make sure you follow me across all platforms on social media: Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. We've had unreal motion in 2025, and I'd love to keep that momentum going into 2026. And of course, the content that I upload over there, some of it I can't post over on YouTube because they're gonna end up giving me strikes for community guideline strikes. So if there's some kinds of content that you'd like to see that can't get uploaded over here, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and also on Twitch as well. Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.